I'm Diane Bucher of Bucher Wines from Healdsburg, and I have a passion for Pinot. I'm passionate about Pinot because it is just such a fun grape to grow. We have 36 acres planted of it on our estate vineyard, and it's just great to see it throughout the year. From when we prune, we get bud break, flowering, into berry set. Then the vine ripens, and it's just glorious to bring it into the winery and see what comes out of it. Pinot's one of those grapes that you just kind of let it do what it does, and you get out of the way. It's interesting because we are Bucher Wines and Bucher Vineyards, so we are the growers, and we also have a winery. So we, on the farming side, we sometimes like to see higher yields and things like that, and sometimes you don't get that in farming. This year was a little bit lower yields, but the quality is really great. When that happens, the winemakers are super happy. So we have 36 acres planted on 14 distinctive blocks. So we have different rootstocks, different row directions, different clones of Pinot Noir. Our good friend Bob Cabral used to say it's like having a spice rack that you can kind of go back to blend your wines. And all the wines are different. At Bucher Wines, we make 4 different Pinot Noirs, all from a relatively small 36-acre vineyard, and they're all distinctly different. We work closely with our winemaker, Adam Lee, when we blend our wines. Adam gives us a little bit of direction, but John and I know definitely where we want these wines, and we try to keep them as consistent as we can every year. But with Mother Nature, behind what's going to come out of the vineyard, sometimes we have to do a little bit more work to make the wines as consistent as we like. But again, the quality's just been great. Got into wine grape growing first, planted our first vineyards in 1997. It was originally 5 acres, and then my husband John grew the size of the vineyard up to where we are now at 38 acres. It was just kind of one of the things being in Healdsburg on West Side Road. Our neighbors are the Bacigalupis and the Rocciolis and the William Selliam estate. It's just kind of that best and highest use for the land. We have lots of different elevations, soil types, so when we do plant it, we can use different row directions and really take kind of the best of what's in the land. And it's really interesting. There's a lot of great fertile ground a little bit below us on the valley floor, but where we are on the hillside, the vines struggle a little bit more, thinner soils. So it's just a completely different wine than just, some of our neighbors across the street. But we're really excited about the future of our wine brand, just exposing the fruit from our vineyard and from our winemaker, Adam Lee, to new customers, new guests, new friends. We just love going around sharing the wine, and a passion for Pinot is like a great example of where we can do that, meeting new people and exposing them to the Russian River Valley, West Side Road, what we're doing in Healdsburg. Yeah, it's been really interesting. John was I don't want to say lucky, but he had some good turns of luck. When he started, he contacted one of his friends, Tom Roccioli, about kind of what to grow, how to grow it, where to grow, things like that. And Tom mentioned to him that William Selliam was just being sold, and they were looking for grape growers. They had some contracts that were going to expire, and so John Dyson came over to the ranch and walked around with John and was one of the first grape customers that John ever had. It was a contract with William Selliam. So that's before Bob Cabral was hired as a winemaker. So it just goes back, and I think it's a great community. It's a great community of wineries, of growers, the farming side, the wine production side. Everybody just gets along, and it's a great community. High tide rises all boats. If our neighbors on West Side Road or Healdsburg, Russian River Valley, wherever it is, Sonoma County, Napa, if folks come here from out of state or to come visit wine country, they don't just stay at one winery. They go around and they visit and have a whole wine and tasting experience, getting to know the local communities. One of the things that we find so particular about Sonoma County is that there are other great wine regions in California, but Sonoma County brings so much. We have dairy. We have different kinds of livestock. We have goat and sheep cheese, cows. We have an ocean full of fish right out to our west. We have vegetable crops and excellent restaurants to pair our wines with. So it's really a great experience for folks to come and visit us. We're really looking forward to pouring a passion for Pinot in January. It is one of our favorite events. It's great to get down to the desert and just meet new people, and they're so excited to be there. They're really passionate. They're passionate about Pinot Noir. The consumers, the guests that we meet, they're really well educated. They are just almost as geeky as we are, interested in clones, interested in, where is this vineyard and how do I get more of it? And it's funny because people talk about verticals in wine. You might have different vintages, but a lot of people like to do these kind of horizontals. Well, they'll get a Bucher vineyard from William Siam, and one from Mary Edwards, and one from us, and one from Joseph Jewell, and the different wineries that we sell fruit to, and do those kind of experiences. So we meet a lot of folks that like to do that kind of stuff. So they're people like us.